All right, how about Algebra 2, Math Excel, homework problem 2.4.17. Use square roots to solve the equation over the complex numbers. That means it's okay to use I in our final answers. So x squared equals that negative 1 squared. Normally here, if you were going to solve this, you could say, well, square root both sides and put a plus or minus in front of it, right? So what does a square root do to a squared? And hopefully you say it takes it off from there. So we would end up with something that looked like that for our answer to square rooting both sides of the equation. Now, in this case, do we need to consider an I for our answer? If we go back to the original problem of x squared equals negative 1 times negative 1, and x is x times x, it sure seems like you could have both of those, but a positive 1 or a negative 1, either one, would come out to be the same thing. Negative 1 squared is indeed 1, and both negative 1 squared and positive 1 squared. So your two answers when you're done with this problem are positive and negative 1. If it wanted it with the complex numbers, so complex numbers have to have a real part and an imaginary part. So if they want both, then you're going to need to do the 0 and then plus, whoops, I want 0 i's. But we want either a positive 1 or a negative 1 for the two possible answers to that problem.